Hi guys, my name is Kiki. This is my beautiful model. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. By the title, this is a makeup tutorial using all Juvias Place products. So we're jumping right into the tutorial. I'm gonna start by using the Nomad palette. I'm using this soft orange shade, and I'm gonna use my Sigma E40 brush to tap that into her crease, and I'm gonna work that shadow into her crease and then blend it upwards to kind of just blur out the edges. So next palette that I'm going to is the Saharan 2 palette, and I'm gonna use that deeper kind of like a burnt orange shade, and I'm using my Morphe 224 brush to get that directly in my crease area. And then I'm gonna take those last two colors, actually, that really dark burgundy brown and that olive green. I'm gonna actually layer those two on top of each other, and I'm going to place that underneath the first two colors that we laid down. Now, if you watched my cut crease hack video, you already know this technique that I do. I'm just creating a really sharp line, essentially, so that I know where I'm going to cut my crease. You don't have to be an eyeshadow guru to be able to do this. It's really easy for anybody to do. You just take your three colors and you just create like a really sharp line, because you're going to cut your crease right under that, and everything is going to look popping in the end, I promise you. So this is what it should look like. It should look a little crazy, poo. It should look a little crazy. Don't worry, because she's going to be cute, okay? So now I'm gonna take my so now I'm gonna take my base and I'm gonna cut her crease. Mind you, every single product that I use will be in the description down below, from brows to lips. So I'm using the Louise base to cut her crease. I always use this to cut the crease if I'm gonna be using matte eyeshadows. And when you're cutting the crease, you want to make sure you're getting directly underneath that sharp, precise line that we created with the eyeshadow. I'll leave the link down below to the detailed video of this cut crease hack that I like to do sometimes. Um, it just does it for me every time, sis. So yeah. Now I'm just tapping the extra product off of her eyelids, so that when I put my matte shadows on there, it doesn't get it doesn't get like nasty and tacky, because the eyelids aren't so moist. So the first thing I like to do is start to work my outer corner out. So I'm just taking that olive green and I'm just lightly smoking out the outer corner, just so I know where my smoke is gonna start. I just like to do that first. It kind of gives me a map to see like where I'm gonna start to smoke out the eye when I go to finish it up. So now I'm back in the Nomad palette, by the way. I'm going in with this yellow. This is a matte yellow. It's like a kind of like a mustard yellow with a little hint of lime, if that makes sense, and it also has like shimmer in it. So I'm just taking a Morphe 433 brush, which is a flat, fluffy brush, and I'm just pressing the shadow into the center of her lid. Then I'm going to take that beige color out of that palette, and I'm going to use that for the inner portion of her eye, and I'm going to blend it into the yellow. You guys seem to really like when I do these ombre eyes, especially when I post my clients on Instagram. So I just wanted to come on here and do another ombre eye tutorial. This is my favorite type of eyeshadow look to do. I love to blend different colors on the lid to make a nice like ombre transition. It just always looks so cute to me. So the next color that I go into is that first color that we started off with, which was that soft burnt orange. So I'm just gonna make sure that everything is married together. I go back and forth to make sure the yellow is married into the orange, and then I'm gonna start smoking out the outer corners with that olive green, and it ended up giving me like a candy corn vibe. Ended up giving me a candy corn vibe. I don't know if you ever seen the candy corn that actually has the black piece in it, but that's what it reminded me of. Even though I was using olive green, it still gave me that. And you know, holidays is coming. Well, it's holiday season, and Halloween is around the corner, so it's fall time, sis. So I don't know. It was just a vibe for me. I really loved how these colors came out. Yes. Okay. So now we're gonna add the eyeliner. I'm just doing a simple wing liner. I'm not gonna do it too thick today. And now I'm moisturizing her skin really, really well. I'm using the Bobbi Brown Enrich Cream and OMGLO um, serum. If you purchased my Soft and Glowy online course, then you already know how I prep the skin when I want to do more of a glowy or dewy skin finish. Since we are using the Juvias Place foundation today, which is more of a matte finish, I wanted to make sure I really moisturize her skin because she does have dry skin. So the shade we're using in the I Am Magic foundation is Ethiopia. I'm going to put it on her cheek to make sure that it matches the inside of her face. And I'm going to begin to blend that foundation all the way out. And I'm using my Real Techniques Instapop cheek brush today. And you want to use very little of this foundation. This foundation is very full coverage. You do not need a lot, sis. Don't overdo it. Okay, so I left the under eye bare because that foundation is very thick and full coverage, and I don't want it to be too much product underneath her eyes. So I'm gonna go in with the stick foundation. I don't have the exact shade of this. I'll have it listed down below which one I used because I don't know offhand. But I'm gonna apply that under the eyes and blend it out. This formula is very lightweight, so it's not heavy at all on the skin. So this is going to give me a nice sheer coverage underneath the eyes so that we correct any darkness underneath our eyes before we go in with our concealer. Now I'm going in a darker shade to contour her. Again, I'll have the exact name of the shade that I used down below. And I'm going to contour her cheek, jawline, and a little bit of her forehead because I don't want to get that product in her frontal. Protect the frontal. And since this is a very lightweight product, I decided it would be best to blend this out with a natural hairbrush to give me the blurred out look that I was going for without blending it away too much. So I'm just tapping this product into her skin, and I'm really just sculpting her cheek so that we can have more definition in her face. And I just really actually like I really do love the stick foundations for contouring. Like I was actually this is my first time trying it. I was shocked to see like how soft and blurred the contour was. Like I really liked it. You see how fast it blended out. So you'll see me using this on my channel on my clients because I like it's cute. She's cute. Okay, so now we're going in with concealer. I believe this is the shade 11, and I just applied a little bit just to see if this was the color that I wanted to go with underneath her eyes. I wanted to start with a little bit because this concealer, the texture is thin, but it is very full coverage. So I wanted to make sure that this was the color that I wanted to use before just going for it, poo. Honey, it would have been a mess. So I decided to mix these two colors together. This is 11 and 15, I believe. But the exact numbers will be listed down below. I just wanted you to see what the colors looked like that I mixed together to get the shade that I wanted to use on her. So I'm applying it with my brush. I like to warm it up on my hand a little bit. I know a lot of you guys get a little bit confused when you see me put product on my hand, but it is something that a lot of makeup artists do because we like to warm up liquid and creams on our hands. They move and react better to the skin when you do that, as opposed to applying it directly on the skin with the applicator that the product comes with. So all I'm doing now is just making sure I etch out her eyeliner so I don't mess the eyeliner up when I go to conceal underneath her eyes. And with this concealer, you do want it to sit on the skin for a little bit before you go and blend it out. It just works a little bit better in my opinion that way, to let it sit. Even though I do that with all my concealers, but when I'm using the Juvia's Place concealer, I remind myself to let it sit a little bit longer because it is very moisturizing, and I like it to dry down just a little bit longer. So when I go to blend it in, it doesn't move around so much. Okay, you guys, so I actually don't have the Juvia's Place setting powders with me, and when I went to Ulta to get them, the colors that I needed were sold out. So I'm just using what I have. I have the Ben Nye Luxury Banana Powder, which is a what I tend to use on my lighter clients. Let me know if you consider her to be light skinned. She told me she wasn't light skinned, so yeah. Anyway, I'm using the Ben Nye Luxury Banana Powder, and I'm pressing it into the skin first to set the under eye, and then I'm gonna leave some powder on top to bake. Okay, so while she's baking, I'm gonna go ahead and use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder, and I'm going to press that into the skin to set my base. Okay, so I'm going into my Warrior 2 palette, which I always go into on my channel for contouring, sis. Like, it's my favorite palette at this point for eyes and for face. So I'm going to use that to contour her cheeks and her jawline. I'm also going to use that on the forehead as well, and I'm going to take that same color to contour her nose. Alright, so now I am going in with another MAC Mineral Skin powder, and I'm using the shade Deep Dark because I wanted to use this color to bronze her skin and to, and to soften up her contour. So I'm just using a little bit of that on the cheeks before I go back into the Warrior 2 palette and add her blush. So now I'm going to start by pressing the powder into her skin. The same thing that I always do in every single video. I'm just taking the foundation brush that I use and I'm pressing the powder into the skin where I set her under eye, nose, forehead, chin, and around her mouth. This far in the video, because we are now about 18, 19 minutes in, make sure you leave a comment that says candy corn so I know you real. All I did here was spray her face with setting spray, and I'm just pressing the setting spray into her skin. I'm going in with this Juvia's Place Nude Lip Gloss. This is from the collaboration she did with, it was like a few collaborations ago she did with an influencer. I have it listed down below, but this is their nude lip gloss. So I just used MAC Chestnut liner and I applied the lip gloss on top of that. Now I'm going in. Of course, my camera isn't focusing. I'm going in with my favorite Juvia's Place highlighter. This is in the shade Nefertiti. If you need one highlighter for your kit that's suitable for all skin tones, and I highly recommend this one because I've used this on fair girls, light skin girls, medium girls, tan, deep, dark, deep, dark. It looks good on everybody. I'm not lying. So if you need one highlighter from Juvia's Place, it's this one. Um, it's just, it looks good on everyone, I swear. So, yes, poo. She looks cute. I'm just adding some fake moles. I didn't even mention, I'm going to leave her Instagram down below. She's a bomb makeup artist and beauty influencer. So she does little moles on her face too. So I just wanted to put them on her face as well. But yeah, this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. You guys have been asking me to do a video with Juvia's Place using Juvia's Place products. So I hope I made y'all proud. Um, yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I have so many videos planned for the month of November. So yeah, this is the cell phone footage. I know I have to get the cell phone footage, poo, because look how good she looks. Like sometimes the camera that we film on doesn't really catch all of the details, like the real life details. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all of your love and continuous support. We are at 150K, and I really want to see how quick we can get to 200K. I have something special in store for us. So yeah, catch you guys in the next video.